Shocking scenes unfolded in Georgia as nearly 500 people were taken into custody at Hyundai's massive electric vehicle manufacturing complex, the largest workplace raid of President Donald Trump's second term. So what's the real story behind these headlines? And this is the part most people miss. The majority detained were South Korean nationals, sparking an international firestorm that isn't likely to cool soon. The site itself, sprawling over 3,000 acres and boasting state-of-the-art facilities, had only been operational for a year before immigration agents swept in. US Department of Homeland Security officials clarified that this wasn't your typical immigration raid. Instead, it was the culmination of months-long investigations into alleged illegal hiring and serious federal crimes. According to Steve Schrank, the Atlanta Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent in charge, evidence was meticulously gathered through interviews and documentation, all leading to the judicial search warrant executed on the premises, marking the largest enforcement sweep ever conducted at a single site by the agency. But here's where things get controversial. South Korea quickly registered its concern and regret, urging Washington to protect the legal rights of its nationals. South Korean diplomats arrived promptly, and their government pressed the US to treat Korean citizens with the utmost caution during law enforcement activity. Their foreign ministry issued a pointed reminder that Korean investment and citizens' rights must not be unfairly infringed upon during operations conducted by American authorities. President Trump, formidable as ever, doubled down on enforcement. At a White House press event, he insisted they were illegal aliens and ICE was just doing its job, bluntly suggesting many of the Hyundai workers had entered the US unlawfully under the previous administration. He further remarked on the desire for stable international relationships, while also reasserting his campaign stance that illegal migration threatened American jobs, even as Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp had proudly called the Hyundai plant the largest economic boost in state history. In the aftermath, around 475 individuals accused of either being in the country illegally or working without proper documentation were held at the ICE detention facility in Folkston, Georgia. Notably, about 300 of those apprehended were reported to be Korean nationals. Most had indirect links to Hyundai, which stressed in its official statement that none of those picked up were direct employees. A subtle but significant clarification. Hyundai's EV production reportedly continued uninterrupted, yet its battery partner LG Energy Solutions of South Korea halted ongoing construction in response to the raid. Videos circulating on social platforms show agents informing workers of the search warrant and engaging some in conversation, underscoring the tense human drama unfolding within the plant's walls. Behind the scenes, South Korea's foreign ministry wasted no time contacting the US embassy in Seoul and demanded extremely careful consideration of the rights of Korean workers. Here's another angle to chew on. Trump's dual objectives, attracting big foreign investments while ramping up immigration enforcement, may be fundamentally in conflict, with South Korean companies pledging billions for American projects to dodge tariffs. Incidents like this threaten to sour vital alliances and possibly jeopardize future economic growth. This raid also exposes uncomfortable truths about America's ongoing immigration battles. While previous sweeps focused predominantly on migrant workers from Latin America, this operation highlights how workers of all backgrounds can become embroiled in immigration enforcement. So, what do you think? Is it possible to reconcile aggressive law enforcement and a friendly climate for global business investment? Can the rights of foreign nationals be upheld without sacrificing America's border policies? Or is it inevitable that these priorities will collide? Jump into the comments. Do you agree with the actions taken? Or do you think there's a better way to balance these conflicting interests?